I do.
Let me answer that.
In all aspects.
All right, I do struggle with it, right? Because we're all human. We do have our ups, we do have our downs, we do have our midpoints. I do struggle with it based on the chemical chemistry that maybe my mom and my dad had.
Yes.
So that chemical chemistry may be imbalanced at times. It may be balanced. It may be like, I don't feel like messing with nobody today, so I'm gonna be a cocoon, and I'm not gonna answer the phone. I'm not gonna answer the text. I'll call that person back when I want to call them back, not today. And then there's other days that you have that equal balance. You're like, yo, I feel good. Like, I want to spread love this way. It's not a sexual intention. It's not. It's more so like, hey, what's up? You good? No matter who I'm talking to. And now this day,
do you find that to be an unbalance though, Enoch? Because that sounds very balanced to me. You got to have both.
You do, and I think with me, it is a turn right now in the age that I'm at. I think right now it's being more transparent, but not but not too transparent that you feel like every time you see me, it's going to be one of those moments. I want you to be at ease when you see me, because I don't want you to feel like it's going to be one of those love moments right now that that I'm gonna be able to tell Enoch all my business. No, it's not going to be that moment. I don't always have, because you're not
always ready for that. You're not always in the place for that. Can I say that and I'm learning that, so I like to sit with men, I like to convene with men, and I like to have conversations with men, and I listen. Because, I feel like there's so many men telling other men about women, but they didn't really sit and listen to what women of all ages, all shapes, all sizes, you didn't listen to them.
Right.
I like to sit and just convene. I like to just be there and listen and take you in and hear what you have to say and how you feel. And so what I'm realizing is that men are not realizing. I've lived it, seen it, heard it, men are men. You don't change, you grow tired. And, women, we change all of the time. But that's our natural role in how we were created. We carry the babies. We sacrifice our bodies and everything else to give life. And so we have to evolve constantly. We have to, we have to go with the changes. We have to be able to, not go with the flow like we were talking about earlier, but we are the art of war. We got to be able to move properly in order to sustain these lives that we're carrying and putting out,
Right.
And so men, I said to a guy recently, I said, men are really the pickers. You pick and you choose. They're like, no, women know what you want. And I'm like, yeah, we know what we want, but we can't force your hand to be ready. We can show you, we can peacock, and then we can show you that we're ready and that we want you. But if you're not ready and if you don't pick us, it's not going to work.
I know you found something that kind of relates to what you just said. So if you want to talk about that, we can, or we can just continue on this conversation.
We can definitely get into that. But I definitely want to expound on what you were saying, because it's so relevant and it's so true of how I've experienced guys. And like what you're saying, some days, you don't want to hear all of that stuff.
Right.
So it's like I'm learning that. I'm not just learning men. What I'm learning is...
You're learning yourself.
I'm learning myself. And how to be opposite dudes.
Right. And guys have to learn themselves to be opposite of y'all. Women. Because we're not saying, look, I'm not saying guys be all out. You know what I mean? Like, be all feminine out. I'm not saying that energy-wise. I'm not saying that because that's not going to correlate to what your relationship is.
Right.
What I'm saying is basically be the reverse of that, because sometimes guys aren't transparent because we don't have that opportunity to be transparent from who we with. Sometimes it's just like, I can't tell you how I feel. I got to figure out wording in my head first to see what words are not buzzwords that's going to tick you off and shit. And I got to
I'm currently having that issue. Exactly what you just said. Right. But this person communicates well enough where he said, I hear you, and sometimes I don't respond because I got to go back and think about it, and you know what I mean? And then I respond. You know, he's like, you're a better communicator than I am. You're very open and transparent and expressive, whereas though I'm not. And so,
sometimes that scares dudes away, too. Scares dudes away who are not ready for that.
No, it has scared dudes away. It didn't scare him away, though, because he is a communicator. But it was me, my impatience, that was just like, what? What does that mean? What are you saying? You know what I mean? And it's like, he's like, I don't mean it that way. I don't have the words. He's like, you have all the words. You know how to express it. You know, like, I know euphemisms and synonyms and
right, all that shit. Right.
I know what not to say to him. You know what I mean? And I know when to say shit because I want to be an ass. But I also know what to remove from the table because I know how to, and I don't want to say ego, because even though there are times he acts out of ego, you know, it's not always. But I know how to fall back and say, I'm not going to feed the ego. But what I am going to do is be open without crushing the pride and the thing, and meet him where he is. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't crush the guy's ego. That should be the worst thing ever.
Right. But I've learned that through experience. I had to learn. I had to go through the mud. I've learned because I come from a mama that will crush you, that will kill you, will set you on fire with intelligence and words.
Was she your height? Is your mama your height?
My mother is a couple of inches taller than me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, this is, y'all whip somebody's ass. Do not get this young lady stirred up. She might whip your ass. Just to let you know.
But yeah, I've been there. I've been guilty of, using my intellect and my knowledge of things wrongly. I've wronged people with that, and I've paid for that, and I've, prayed about it and asked for forgiveness because, I knew better, but I wasn't acting out of my best self. And I've done that, and I've crushed people. And, only a couple have admitted it, but I know, and I feel good about it afterwards. And I don't think anybody who does shitty things to people ever feel good about it. Hurt people, Right. And so I've been guilty of that. Like you were segueing into the Instagram post that I shared with you, where the gentleman was saying, I'll be with you 6 years. And, excuse the language, he said, I'll let you suck my dick and inspire me and push me to my better self. But if the love of my life comes along, I'm going to leave you for them. That's some crazy shit to me. But it's real. But it's real. And I've witnessed this. It's real, and I've witnessed it.
Right. Damn.
I've witnessed it. Erica Badu said something years ago. Let me just say this. She said something years ago. She said her and Jay Electronica broke up because Erica Badu is a Pisces, by the way, a water sign like me. And she said Jay Electronica and I broke up because, we didn't work out because he likes to keep me in the box, and he likes to sit outside of the box and just watch me. I like for us to be in the box together.
Right.
And she said, but he doesn't want to be in the box all of the time. And that analogy stuck with me so much because that is me. And I've been in those relationships where I'm like, why don't you want to be in the box with me today? I fucking need you here in the box.
And you know what the crazy shit is? Yo, I need a break. Because your energy is like, I need a break from the box. So I'm going to sit outside the box so I can get myself together. So then I can come back in the box and deal with what we're dealing with. And here's the crazy shit.
Enoch, I know that about me. Enoch, I'm learning. I knew it about me, but I had to accept that about me. I'm intense as fuck. I'm intense as fuck. Because of my calling in this world, I'm a healer.
Right.
I want to mother and heal everybody. And even when I'm sucking dick, I'm like, so how was your day? How do you feel? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. You can't come yet. Okay, I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Like, how did your mom treat you? Niggas don't want to hear that. Why they getting good ass head?
And here's the shit, though. Here's the kicker. Has Erykah Badu ever sat outside the box and let Jay sit in the box?
That's a good fucking question, and I wish I could call her and ask that question. And you know what? But forget about that. I'm here. Enoch.
Okay.
I have never sat outside the box, Enoch.
See? Never. See, that's the problem.
I have been the dude in a 6-year relationship waiting for the love of my life. I can say that. I've been him.
Okay.
I've been him. I'm going to admit it. I'm making a confession here. Because I was a mom, I got married. I got married. And because, loving the person first, choosing to love them first and then getting into something didn't work for me. And it didn't work for me because now here in this place, I know that I didn't go about it properly. But I chose the person who loved me more. And I'm going to say now, today, when you know better and you still act on it and you know that you're doing wrong, that's a fucking sin. And you're doing yourself, the person, and everything else a disservice because you're vibrating low. You're not acting out of your best self. And I went into this relationship knowing everything in me saying that this is probably not what you should do. You know what I mean? This person proposed to me, married me, moved me, and my child overseas, and everything else. And, I thought, okay, you're helping him to his healing place. You're doing this, you're doing that. But really I wasn't, because I wasn't vibrating higher. I wasn't giving him the best of me because I really wasn't happy.
What would be the last words for us to give to our listeners that they can take away from today?
Definitely to take from this, to find the bits and pieces of the things that we shared about ourselves and our experiences, and find you. Find you. People always think that they're alone in their stuff. Unfortunately, Enoch, you're not an oddball, and unfortunately, people, you're not alone. So find the bits and pieces for you, because all of this is about healing, not just for other people, but for me. I know for me, this is about constant evolution, constant healing. I have many, many years of shit to heal. I was raised by human beings.
Right. You and me both. Absolutely. Like, we're barking into our minds of how we think and how this podcast will
and
go.
What we've gone through. What we've gone through.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're being honest and transparent to ourselves, to each other, and to you. Because we want you to look at us more than just Enoch 7th Prophet. You know what I mean? I want you to look at me more
and
than
Anissa the brunch bitches.
Right. I don't want you to just, get past that word, the brunch bitches, because you're going to hear that a lot sometimes on this podcast, because, that is the name of their, that show. Yeah. So, if people can get past certain words.
I'm deeper, though. But people, they hang on to things, Yeah,
if you can get past certain words, and that's what, if you're healthy, you can navigate past the words that we're saying to get to the message. If you are unhealthy, you're going to look at these words and look at them negatively. And we're not trying to give off that negative vibe to anybody. We want to help those who are unhealthy to navigate through the words that we're saying.